The almighty MISC Starlancer Max, a big brother to the Freelancer series. This is a cargo-focused variant of the Starlancer ship series. It offers this unique 224 units of cargo space. The ship can be entered from the back via the rear cargo ramp or the frontal elevator, while there are also two side-by-side cargo elevators which can be used. Most of the cargo can be stored on these side elevators, and there is also a bit smaller rear storage area with ramp access. Even though the area in general is bigger, there is less cargo storage space there. And that room also has two elevators giving us access to the upper deck. The cargo elevator room offers actually quite a bit of space. It does appear small, but most of these 4x4 and longer containers in similar format should fit there. After the cargo rooms, we get to the airlock and elevator room. We can also use the ladder to access the upper deck. This is the same elevator which can be used to enter the ship. There is also the armor and weapon storage room as the last in the lower deck. On the upper deck we have a small elevator room, and towards the front we have a separate escape pod room, and ahead of that the ship's command room. This is a rather big room offering pilot, co-pilot and turret controls. We also have life support and few other empty slots for future modules. Towards the back from the upper deck's main elevator room we have the lounge with seats, which seems like a bar, and all of these crew comforts. After that there is a corridor connected around 4 habitation rooms with the dual beds in each, or if nothing else at least double wide. So at minimum 4 players can be accommodated, possibly up to 8. There are also 2 elevators connecting us directly to the rear cargo bay. At the very end we have the engineering deck, where all the current modules are in place. It gives a distinct vibe and visual of an actual room which requires engineers to be present. Modules are placed all over the room, and there is even an empty slot for batteries. Of course it has its own engineering console. The pilot directly controls 4 size 4 laser cannons, while there are also 2 turrets, each with 2 size 4 laser cannons present. Both of them are located on the top, one towards the front and one towards the rear. The ship also has 16 size 3 missiles. Most of the ship's components are size 2 and of competition grade, with the exception of its shield, which is size 3 industrial, making already a pretty strong ship even stronger. So let's compare the raw stats of Starlancer Max to Constellation Taurus. Starlancer is definitely slower. There is also minor difference in their maneuverability. It is actually very noticeable that Taurus also has more health, while having smaller dimensions. It also has more fuel, but we can notice that Starlancer Max is more prepared to deal with problems, as it has more noise and decoys to use in case of trouble. The Starlancer is also more industrial and meant to be this heavy hauler prepared for anything. Putting it to use in around 100 unit cargo missions or more is rather ideal, as all containers seem to fit in this ship. Only concern I do have is that there is so much leftover cargo space at the rear, which could at least accommodate additional 40 units of cargo at minimum. It actually leaves a pretty big empty gap right there in the center. I guess we could store here some kind of a vehicle or just some additional snobs for fun times. Overall, I like this ship. It feels like a really big upgraded, improved variant of the Freelancer. In case of risky transport, I think the ship could actually use a crew of 4 players to manage it. It's a heavily armed cargo transport, and that is unique about it. It may not be the most optimal ship for combat and transport at the same time, but those big weapons this ship boasts do mean business. Even though the turret location is not ideal, they are still significant. I think it is a really good medium-sized cargo ship. I guess many would actually call it above medium size, but it has a rather rare amount of cargo space, which falls between big and medium transport ships. The only concern I really did mention is the excessive space where no cargo can be connected to the grid. And perhaps it's barely being the soft spot, but other than that I think it's pretty decent. Anyway, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.